Module 7, Cannabis, Stimulants, and Steroids. Let's dive deep into the world of drugs and hormones and get a clearer perspective on some topics you may have come across. It's going to be an intriguing journey, so stick around. When it comes to cannabis, you might have heard the term marijuana used interchangeably. But what's the connection? Cannabis refers to a genus of flowering plants in the family Cannabaceae. Marijuana, on the other hand, refers to the dried leaves, flowers, stems, and seeds from the cannabis sativa or cannabis indica plant. A primary psychoactive compound in marijuana is delta-9-tetrahydrocannabinol, commonly known as THC. This compound is responsible for the high feeling people get when consuming the drug. Interestingly, while there are various preparations of cannabis like tinctures, edibles, and concentrates, their effects can differ based on how they're consumed. For instance, when smoked, the peak mood-altering and cardiovascular effects of THC occur within just 5 to 10 minutes. Conversely, ingesting it via edibles takes longer, with peak effects showing after 40 to 60 minutes. This leads us to the question of marijuana's abuse potential. You see, marijuana's psychoactive properties, particularly from THC, can lead to habit-forming behaviors. Users might seek out the drug for its relaxing and euphoric effects. However, like every substance, its impact can vary among individuals. Some factors influencing these effects include dosage, the strain of marijuana, and even the individual's mood before consumption. There's a spectrum of reactions, from mild paranoia to intense euphoria. While many proponents argue for its therapeutic uses, it's essential to be aware of the potential psychological effects, especially if consumed in large amounts or over extended periods. On a historical note, humans have always been keen on using substances to boost their performance. Stimulants, such as amphetamines and cocaine, have a rich history in this regard. Imagine ancient civilizations chewing on plant leaves to stay alert during long hunting trips, or soldiers using them in wars to stay awake and alert. Fast forward to modern times, students might pop a pill hoping it'll help them pull an all-nighter foe. Our exams. While the short-term benefits might seem tempting, long-term abuse can lead to addiction, not to mention the potential harm to one's mental and physique. Swerving into the domain of hormones, let's chat about testosterone. You might have heard the terms androgenic and anabolic in relation to steroids. Here's the lowdown. Androgenic effects refer to the development of male characteristics. Think facial hair, deepening voice, etc. On the flip side, anabolic effects are about muscle building and bone density enhancement. So, when someone refers to anabolic steroids, they're talking about substances that promote muscle growth. Testosterone naturally has both androgenic and anabolic effects. However, synthetic versions can be modified to enhance one effect over the other. It's worth noting that while some athletes might take anabolic steroids for a competitive edge, the misuse of these substances can lead to harmful side effects. Before we wrap up, let's sprinkle in a bit more knowledge. Ever heard of morphine? It's a potent painkiller derived from the opium poppy. Then there's heroin, which is synthesized from morphine. The catch is, heroin acts faster and is believed to be more potent than morphine, making it a high-risk substance for addiction. Moving on to alcohol, while excessive drinking is detrimental, moderate drinking, like our friend Ben's single glass of wine, might not be the heart villain as once thought. In fact, moderate drinkers could have a slightly lower risk of heart issues compared to those who abstain. But remember, moderation is key. Lastly, when comparing hallucinogenic experiences, PCP stands out from the likes of LSD and mescaline. PCP users often report significant changes in body perception, unlike the vibrant visual distortions primarily associated with the latter two. So there we have it, a whirlwind tour from cannabis to stimulants and a pit stop at the world of steroids. As with anything, knowledge is the first step to making informed decisions. Whether it's the substances we put in our bodies or the advice we offer to friends, understanding the underlying intricacies makes all the difference.